Welcome to another video. And yesterday we decided to do some precious to us seated overhead presses. I am a huge fan of the overhead press. Just really enjoy doing it. Dumbbells, log press, seated press, preferably, of course, if we could actually had a fucking rack. But in this place, like 6.5 years later, I'm still in denial that I don't have proper equipment to train with. But anyway, that doesn't mean that you're not putting in the work. That doesn't mean that you're not struggling. And there's a lot of hypertrophy to be done in the Smith machine or in a machine in general because it's fixed, it's on rails, as you can very clearly see. So I took my time. It hasn't been a while since I'm sorry. It's been a while since we overhead pressed last time. Last time was 80 days ago. I believe it was 27 or 28 of April because I looked it up. I looked up all the training videos, and the last any type of press, which was coincidentally the seated overhead press in the Smith machine, was done literally 80 days ago. So, that's not very stellar. So, as you saw in the warm ups, I always take my time, regardless if I'm in shape or out of shape. The warm ups are always slow, deliberate, and I always start with an empty barbell aside from the deadlift because my back is not too super. So, any kind of hinging action, whether it's with weights or me just picking up a fucking coin, is just very, very painful. So anyway, I got up to 122.5 kilograms. Here's our boy Esley, who was, I think, paying more attention to the camera than than my weight. I think, in his defense, he said, "I thought you're going for a double or triple," and I said, "No, I wasn't." But he's a good kid. So anyway, I went down afterwards to 102.5 kg or 225 pounds for 2 sets of triples. As you will see, I really enjoy the grind in the overhead presses. I just love it. Of course, the first exercise I ever did in regards to pressing as a teenager, I had some weights in my house. I bought a barbell and I thought it was cool. Was an overhead press. I was actually doing power cleans, in a very bad, clumsy, ugly way in order to bring the weight up and press it overhead. So I had no idea these were called power cleans at the time. That's literally 28 years ago, 27, a long fucking time ago. Anyway, but that 122 kilogram max lift with Esley spotting, or what is that now, 275, 280? I honestly can't remember. I think it was 270, right? Anyway, you'll see the text below. That's me fucking around. Well, I'm such a clown. I mean, in a very quiet way. I don't, look, I'm pretending that I can. It seemed so funny at the time. It was spontaneous, and I thought, hey, we should include it. I do like to crack jokes. It may not seem like it on the channel. Of course, I'm not going to turn the channel to fucking circus. Meaning, I like to joke around, but I'm more of a private joker, But I am a joker. I really do like to tease my friends and break balls and stuff. So anyway, that 122.5 kg press was one of my best ever. I believe that last year, here's a middle finger zoom there, was I did a 300 pound or 136.5, 137 seated press in the Smith machine again, which was, and I think I failed the heavier weight. I think I failed like 140 kilograms or so. But my dream is to put 3 fucking plates on that Smith machine. Of course, that's gonna be a little heavier. It's gonna be like 315 instead of 308, but who cares? It's gonna be 142.5 kilograms. Anyway, some tape presses there. To finish with, we did some front delt raises with dumbbells. As I'm speaking to you right after the session, I'm doing this like 9 o'clock at night on Tuesday. This video is gonna drop Wednesday morning. I am trashed. I'm super sore. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching.